You want to hear the one thing that helped me close more jobs in my home service business? This is the video for you. What's going on, guys? Matt here. If you have not hit that subscribe button, do it right now as I post videos on a regular basis on how to grow and scale your home service business. Now, today we're talking about closing more deals. That means a customer calls, they want an estimate for the service your company provides. How do we close more of those estimates than you are right now? Now, let's assume that you've mastered the skill set of lead generation. You just have leads pouring into your business right now. It is now time to master the skill set of selling. Now, I'm not talking about being a used car salesman. I will explain to you exactly what I mean, but first we have to talk about close rate. So what is a good close rate? Now, this is going to change depending on the industry you're in, whether you're selling a super high ticket service or a low ticket service, but kind of the rule of thumb that I always go by is if you have an extremely high percentage close rate, it probably means that you're not charging enough. And if you have an extremely low percentage close rate, the customer isn't seeing the value that you provide and your prices might be too high. For me in my home service business, we always shot for that 70% mark. I knew if we could close 7 out of 10 quotes, we were doing really good, and that was the goal that we were always sticking to. So how do you charge more and sell more of the quotes that you're providing the customer? It's a great question, and most salespeople get the answer wrong. Now, if you were to think about if I was in a room with you and I said, hey, sell me that chair that's sitting right there. The first thing you would do is you would tell me how comfortable the chair is, how well it's built, how long it's gonna last me, how affordable it is, all those things, right? But that's not selling, that's just telling me about the chair. And it's no different in your home service business. We so often want to show up to somebody's house or speak to somebody on the phone and tell them why we're so great. But the reality is we don't even really know why they called in the first place. The first thing to do in sales is to listen. If you listen and ask the right questions, your customers will tell you how to sell them. So for example, let's say I'm going out and giving a window cleaning quote. I knock on the door and Mrs. Jones answers the door. And I say, hey, Mrs. Jones, my name is Matt. I'm from the Dirt Hunter. I'm here to give you a window cleaning estimate. How are you today? Hey, before I just do a quick walk around of your house, have you ever had your windows professionally cleaned before? Now you see, I'm asking her a question because I want her to tell me, A, has she had her windows cleaned before? And B, if so, why isn't she calling the company that did it the first time? So let's just say she responds and she says, oh, you know, Matt, I have had them cleaned before, but the last company that was here, you know, they put the screens back in upside down and they didn't take their shoes off at the door, so they tracked dirt all through my house. And when I called them to fix the screens, I literally couldn't get anybody to answer the phone. And when I finally did, they never came back out to do anything, so I just decided to go with somebody else. Boom, there is your selling point. So now as you're doing your quote, you know exactly how to close the deal and the pain points that Mrs. Jones has called around. So now instead of just saying, hey, Mrs. Jones, here's the pricing, here's what we offer, we're licensed and insured, we're owner operated, we're all the things that make you as a company great, you're gonna say, here's the pricing, Mrs. Jones, and this is what you're gonna get in return. You know, Mrs. Jones, every company's gonna tell you they're the best in the world, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. But most importantly is we take care of our customers. And what that means is if anything goes wrong, if one of my guys puts a screen in upside down, if they track dirt through your house, if they were to leave tools inside of your home, you call us, the phone gets answered. And we are a customer service centered company. Now listen, Mrs. Jones, I've been in this business for over 10 years. And from day one, it's been my priority to offer the highest level of customer service. And I guarantee you that you're going to get the exact same thing. Now, what do you think the odds are that Mrs. Jones is going to hire me, who has not only asked her questions, but I've listened to her, and now she feels listened to, and I've addressed the exact problem she had with the previous company. Doing these things, that little thing of asking the right question and listening and then responding in a way that makes them feel comfortable is not only going to help you sell more jobs, you're going to be able to charge way more because people are going to be more than willing to go with a company that they're comfortable with versus a company that maybe they don't feel like listen to them. So I encourage you guys to start doing this one thing. Come up with 1 or 2 questions that you can ask the potential customer when doing an estimate for their home or business that will get them to tell you their pain points And from there, sell your services and your company around the pain points that that customer has told you about. I guarantee you, when you do this, your entire business will change. You will close more jobs, you will be able to charge more, and overall, you'll be more successful.